Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Power Sector News. Today's headlines: Coal Ministry's Sustainable Development Cell. Thermal power producers are allowed to supply renewable energy power under existing power purchase agreements. Updates related to renewable projects and tenders. Coming to the details. Coal is a major source of fuel for energy needs of our country and continues to be till the demand is met by renewable energy sources. In line with the Prime Minister's Panchamrit strategy proposed at COP26, emphasis is to put major thrust on sustainable development in coal mining, taking care of its environmental and social impact. A full-fledged sustainable development cell in Ministry of Coal has been established to advise, mentor and plan action to minimize the adverse impact of mining. Apart from suggesting a way forward, its implementation and monitoring, Sustainable Development Cell is also formulating future policy framework for environment mitigation in coal and lignite sector of our country. In order to contribute in our commitment to increase non-fossil energy capacity to 500 gigawatt by 2030, coal and lignite companies have planned to install additional 5,560 megawatt of renewable capacity with an investment of over 15,000 crore rupees. This will take the total installed capacity to 7 gigawatt. Coal India alone has planned to install 3 gigawatt of solar power in next 5 years to achieve its net zero target. First mile connectivity is other major initiative by coal companies to minimize environmental pollution, where coal is being transported through conveyor belt from coal handling plants to silo for loading. This process eliminates movement of coal through road. These FMC projects will save diesel worth 2100 crores per annum. There will be a reduction in vehicle density by 2770 trucks per hour, paving the way for significant reduction in carbon emissions. Surface coal gasification projects have been planned for syngas production to be used further either for production of methanol, ethanol, urea or petrochemicals. This will be a way forward for the use of dry fuel as a green coal with relatively less carbon footprint and environmental pollution. Use of LNG to substitute diesel consumption in mining and coal transport equipment has also been planned on massive scale. Pilot project has been initiated in one of the coal companies. This technology will be replicated shortly in coal transporting dumpers in the first phase for substantial reduction in carbon footprint. Energy efficiency measures are also being taken for reduction in carbon footprint. New environment-friendly mining equipment has been introduced on mass scale by different coal companies to mitigate impact of carbon emission. In line with the commitment of our country to reduce the total projected carbon emissions by 1 billion tons from now onwards till 2030, bio-reclamation of mined out land has already been taken up on a big scale by all coal companies through massive tree plantation drive. In next 5 years, target is to cover more than 12,000 hectares of land for plantation, which will help in having carbon sink potential to the tune of more than 1 lakh ton per annum. To encourage more renewable adoption, the Power Ministry and MNRE have revised guidelines for thermal power producers to allow them to add renewable energy within existing PPAs. The new guidelines provide for thermal generation companies to set up renewable energy capacity either by themselves or through developers by open bids and supplying it to the consumers under the existing PPAs. Presently, as the cost of renewable energy is less than the cost of thermal energy, the gains from bundling of renewable energy with thermal will be shared between the generator and distribution companies or other procurers on 50-50 basis. This should also help discoms meet their RPO obligations within their existing demand supply matrix, as many states have been complaining of lack of fresh demand for energy beyond their committed purchases from thermal producers. This would create space for renewable energy buys. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has urged the central government to come out with a viable policy on harnessing offshore wind energy. Tamil Nadu has been a pioneer in promoting renewable energy sources which are eco-friendly and non-exhaustive. The state is blessed with hot weather, vast coastline, and strong wind potential that are yet to be fully exploited to meet its energy requirement. Many international organizations are keen to establish partnership with Tamil Nadu government. Tamil Nadu has signed several agreements to use this potential and maximize the returns. Kerala State Electricity Regulatory Commission allowed the Kerala State Electricity Board to procure 300 megawatt of solar power from the Solar Energy Corporation of India at a tariff 2 rupees 44 paisa per unit. The Commission also approved the power sale agreement signed between SECI and KSEB with certain modifications suggested by the distribution company. Azure Power has signed power purchase agreements for 600 megawatt ISTS connected solar power project with a Solar Energy Corporation of India. The agreement was signed under SECI's 4 gigawatt manufactured linked projects which will supply power for 25 years at a fixed tariff of 2 rupees 54 paisa per unit. The project will be set up in Rajasthan for which connectivity approval is in place and land is fully identified and is under acquisition. Additional news today. 70 thermal power plants with cumulative capacity of 81.4 gigawatt are running with coal stock of less than 8 days. India has directed 6 thermal power plants located around Delhi to shut down until the end of this month as a part of measures to clean some of the world's dirtiest air as a cloud of smog has enveloped the city for nearly 2 weeks. Maharashtra State Cooperative Textile Federation has urged to extend the power rebate of 3 rupees per unit, which is going to be expired by 31st December 2021. Adani Green scored 66 points in Corporate Social Sustainability Assessment Survey 2021 conducted by DJSI and S&P Global. Price discovery at Power Exchange. National Load Dispatch Center has scheduled 160.75 million units of power for tomorrow cleared through Indian Energy Exchange. Coming to the price discovery details, price discovered during night 2 rupees 3 paisa per unit. Price discovered during day 3 rupees 48 paisa per unit. Price discovered during evening 3 rupees 62 paisa per unit. Price discovered round the clock 3 rupees 19 paisa per unit. Weighted average price is 3 rupees 31 paisa per unit. There is no congestion for power transfer in the network and the prices are uniform in all the regions. In green day ahead market 1.55 million units of volume cleared with a weighted average price of 4 rupees 39 paisa per unit. Thank you and good day.